Yo! Back with another My Team video. And today we're ranking the best cards in My Team. I've been seeing other people ranking cards with their rankings. And I think I need to give it a shot because I'm the only clearest one that can make the best card ratings. Because some ratings I've been seeing aren't making much sense to me. So let's start it off. Okay, starting it off first, we got Aaron Gordon. And if I was ranking Aaron Gordon, I don't like a shot on. I'm gonna base also. I make it clear. I'm gonna base this all mainly off of current gen, because if you base off next gen, current gen gets complicated. Some of these cards I only used on current gen, but I used all the cards on current gen. So I'm just gonna base it off of that mainly and not next gen. But okay, far further ado, let's go. Aaron Gordon, if I was ranking him, I would rank him an A tier card, okay? Using this card, he just dunks like crazy. I'm low-key surprised by it. Because he gave him bronze range, gold clamps. He wasn't that good to me. But then once I got him, his dunking's OP. His defense is alright enough. And his shot was better. So I think right now, he's an A tier in my team. Next up, we got Allen Iverson. If I'm rating AI, it's just he undersized. He's a nice point guard, but I want to go C or I'll go D tier for AI. I like AI, but he's too short. He has a nice little shot, but actually he's not usable. I have to go to D tier. He's too short. I know, like John Stockton's. You can just buy a John Stockton's way better, can dunk way better, has clamps. You have to add clamps to AI, so I would say that. Next up, we got Amari Stoudemire, which I will put into D tier. This card used to be a god back then. He used to dunk like crazy. He's not really much usable anymore, but far or less, he still got it. I mean, I still like the shots he makes, he alley-oops, he catches. He's not garbage, he's for sure, but he's not worth it. He's not worth it anymore. But if you're still on budget, I mean, Amari Stoudemire ain't that bad. Next up, we got Andre Godalla. I rate him as a C tier player. Godalla is alright, but I like Jalen Brown more than Iggy. Jalen Brown's shot release is way better. Dunking, like Godalla, he just doesn't feel. I don't know. There's something up with that. There's something up with that card. I did not like Allen Iverson. I did not like Andre Godalla that much compared to Jalen Brown. No, maybe to Kobe, but he was like an alright card, but not for unlimited. It was not worth the grind. Next up, we got Korolinko. I would rate him as I'll rank him as, oh, not S, I didn't mean to do that. I did not mean to do that. I rank him as an A tier card. I actually like that Korolinko. That Korolinko is actually a really nice card. I never got to use him really, but every time I play against him, he kills me. His range extended. If they know his shot, he's banging him. Like, that card is actually an amazing card. And I would definitely recommend if you need a power forward, just make sure to give him a range. It'll be quite good. Next up, we got Anthony Davis. And I get killed by this AD sometimes when they have Zion and AD. Because on pick and roll, his A's and they be green. I can't green with AD though. So for me, I rate AD a B tier. He's a nice, good catch and shoot shooter. That is all good, but he's not Aaron Gordon. He's not Korolinko. But Anthony Davis, maybe in the future, he'll be one better than the A tier, but right now a B tier. Next up, we got Diamond Sabonis, which I rate him as garbage. I mean, he's sure he has Hall of Fame delivery, which is nice and all that, but he's too slow now. Okay, he's too tall, too slow. He will get outran by Blake Griffin, the inbreds of the world, and with Shaquille O'Neal. Honestly, I think Sabonis is in garbage tier at this point. Too slow. Needs to get faster. Okay, Bam Adebayo or Avocado. And I'm ranking him as a garbage tier. He is garbage. There's nothing good about Bam really. His shot release aids. I don't know why people like this card much. He was not that good. He's very low, below average. Not much else to say about Bam. Next up, we got Ben Simmons. Okay, this Ben Simmons, I rank him as a C tier. I like that Ben Simmons. Okay. Ben Simmons actually is speed burst. He can't shoot the ball, but I mean, he's actually a good card if you can speed burst out of him and just dunk it on people. Like, he's actually good. When Ben Simmons gets an Opal or a Galaxy Opal or Pink Diamond one day, or maybe he gets a glitch card, he'll be an A tier card. I actually quite enjoy. That was a fun card to use for a little bit, but I still rate him a C tier. He's not terrible, but also not particularly well good. Next up, we got Blake Griffin, which I think I'm going to give my first S tier to. Blake Griffin is an amazing card. He dunks on everybody. His shot release is cash, green bean. I wish he could hit the leaner, I mean the step back, but he can't, he's alright. And I like Blake Griffin, but he is S tier. Easily, he's over Aaron Gordon and Korolinko. So I'm actually surprised by him too. Like, yeah, that's why you gotta use the cards and not just go by what the stats say. Because when I first saw the stats, I didn't think about getting him, but then I got him. And so happy I did. Got clamps on him, he be locked up. I love him at center. Next up, we got Bob Cousy. Okay, we can just skip this. Bob Cousy is garbage. Nothing more to say there. Bob Latener, garbage too. You should. I played a guy with qualifiers with Bob Latener. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing starting 2020 running Bob Latener? You should be embarrassed by that. Embarrassed by that. Bob Latener is horrible. Just tall person and can't shoot. Can't shoot a mid-range. Trash can. Facts. Next up, we got Bob Love. I'll rate him as a T tier. Bob Love actually has a nice little shot. And I don't know if I have two Bob Loves, but he's alright, but he's not particularly good, so I will keep him in the D tier. Next up, we got Brandon Ingram. He's garbage. I don't know what else you're gonna do with Brandon Ingram. He has no clamps, so you're gonna play at 50K for him. And he literally, his shot is, I guess his shot is good, but he's skinny player mode, so he's gonna get killed on defense. There's nothing good enticing about Brandon Ingram. To be quite honest, he's not that good. He's trash. Do not buy him in my team. Next up, we got Bob Love. Oh no, I can reach the Bob Love. Okay, okay, but Brandon Roy, garbage. He doesn't even. Does he even have quick first step? He doesn't even got quick first step. Oh god. Cam Reddish, I'm ranking as an S tier. Cam Reddish is an amazing catch and shoot scorer. He's an amazing at everything. He can defend. I wish he was stronger, but sometimes you can't get everything you want. And Cam Reddish, you can get him for basically free. Everyone should do this set. He's a great one. Maybe, but I think he's the best shooting guard in the game a little bit. You go over and doing JR, Kobe. I don't know why I said Kobe. He's not that good. But next up, we got Giantsy Phillips. He's garbage. There's nothing. I used him before. His shot release isn't that good. His defense is poor. He just has a ball shiny head, basically. Garbage can. Chris Bosh, I will put him in the B tier. That Chris Bosh has a nice little shot. He's actually not a bad defender. I actually like that Chris Bosh for a little time I used him. He was a nice, solid card. So go get a Chris Bosh. You're on a budget. I would go get Chris Bosh. Chris Mullen, if I was ranking him, I would rank Chris Mullen at a DBD. I'll give him a D tier. Okay, he's not. Yeah, I'll give him a D tier. Like, he's not a Godalla. He's a nice little catch and shoot shooter, but that's about it. I'd rather run, like, if I had Siakam at small forward, I'd rather run Siakam over Chris Mullen, in my personal opinion. So I'll rank him as a D tier. Next up, we got a Clyde Drexler. I can't really give much opinion to him. So I won't give him I'll just put him in garbage. Why not just put someone in garbage? But I never got to use Clyde, so I don't really have a personal opinion on him. Next up, we got Dave Cohen's garbage. He has a slow shot release. He's not that good. He's a terrible lock-in set. He's not worth the MT. Dave Cohen's isn't good. He's just really not good at anything. You should not be using Dave Cohen's in mine. Use Chris Bosh. Way better. D-Rod Biceps. So I had to rank him. He can't shoot three-pointers, so garbage. David Thompson. Also, he can't really shoot. But I will rank him D tier because Showtime is OP. It's not that bad. Like, it's not. It could be worse, but it's not that bad for David Thompson. But no, he's not that particularly good. He's lucky he's not in garbage tier. But Connie Hawkins, D tier. He wasn't that good when I used him. His shot was okay. He could dunk. But Connie Hawkins was nothing special when I used them. Like, all those free cards they give us in extensions, they all kind of suck when I think about it. But next up for Derrick Rose. Okay, if I'm ranking Derrick Rose as a B tier. Actually, I want to give him an A tier because currently he's actually quite well. But B tier because I have other point guards in mind I like. But Derrick Rose, he can catch and shoot. He needs range. He has a real nice shot on net current. I think he's personally better point guards, but I understand why people would use him on current and next gen. I probably would lower to C tier because he's not that really. I don't really like him on next gen because he feels slower. But D Rose, he's a nice point guard. Go cop him. Deron Williams, I rank him a D tier. He still got the Cory slide and stuff like that, but there's not much you can else do. He can't defend that well, but he's still okay. I mean, all you got Cory slide. You can always slide with me. Wait a minute. Delete. Garbage. I mean, who the heck using delete? Like 2K locking sets. Devin Booker, garbage. There's never been a time when Devin Booker was quite skilled at this game. Like, Devin Booker is fatally average in every 2K he has been in. There's not been a time when he actually been quite good. Like, I don't remember a time where Devin Booker was really good in 2K. I don't remember. Someone tell me when Devin Booker was good. Actually, I remember 2K18, he killed me completely. He wasn't like that. Dirk Nowitzki, I don't mean to say much. He's horrible. Terrible release, 2K. You hearing this? Please give Dirk a new shot for the dear God, man. Dirk needs a new shot, man. He needs a step back. He needs 666. He needs something, bro, to make Dirk good. Dirk should be way better than he is, but he's garbage and horrible. Dominique Wilkins. If I'm rating Dominique, I'm putting him as a B tier. A badged out Dominique is equivalent or better than Kobe in my opinion. So if I'm ranking with Jalen Brown, a badged out Dominique Wilkins is amazing. So I'm taking Dominique as a B tier. He has a nice money shot. He has Showtime dunks. I mean, I'll go with that. Draymond Green, I would rank as a D tier. Draymond Green is nice and all that, but actually, I want to say C, but I'll give him a D tier. You know, Draymond Green is nice and all, but he's undersized now. Even though Blake's undersized as center, he can't really dunk at. He's not an elite dunker. He used to be a B tier even before that, but now in January, he's kind of outdated. A little bit. Dwight Howard, I mean, he can't really shoot threes, but I would rank him as garbage. I mean, Dwight Howard, what are you going to do with him? Just run? Just use Bill Russell. D-Wade! Okay. This card is potentially the best card in the game. I love that Dwayne Wade. He's amazing at every... If you have time for this week to get Dwayne Wade, I tell you, give your life for D-Wade, okay? For the week, okay? For the week. Just give your life to D-Wade. Just give it to D-Wade, man. Go cop this guy. It's religious gas, speaking boot cheese. This defense good, everything. I love Dwayne Wade. Amazing card. Happy we got him for free. Like, that card would be expensive on the market. Eddie Jones, I would rank as a C tier. Like, he's a nice little budget card. I would say B tier, but I don't think he's on the same level as Derrick Rose. But he still is a nice budget card that can shoot. Consistent shooter. You know, he has a nice butter shot and next gen, even got current gen. So I would say he's a nice shooting guard to get if you're on a budget too. Nice shooting guard, but nah. Elgin Baylor, garbage. I mean, there's nothing good about Elgin Baylor. His Pink Diamond sucked. He had a nice release back in the beginning here. He maybe of a C tier, but at this point in my team, he's garbage. Garbage card for Elgin Baylor. No one should waste their time. Hopefully you didn't waste your time for him. Elton Brand. Does anyone even own this card? Garbage. Elvis Hayes, I mean, like I said, no one owns this card. It's garbage. Gervin, okay, I rank him. I use that Gervin, I think it was on someone else's account. D tier. He's not horrible. He still got Showtime dunks and stuff like that, but George Gervin, yeah, sorry, you're just never good at my team. Mikan, I mean, do I have to say much? Garbage. Nowadays, just, you know, nice little garbage. Garbage. Okay, next up, we got Giannis Antetokounmpo. We got him, we put him as an S tier. Okay, Giannis Antetokounmpo is literally the best card in my team. I love that Giannis Antetokounmpo. I think he's potentially the best card in the game. If I'm arguing with this, I will say that. Someone told me DBG had him ranked 70. I don't know if that's true. Did DBG ever see this video? I need that answer if you actually did put him at. If you actually did put him at a below tier, because Giannis Antetokounmpo is on the same level, is better than Korolinko. He's better than Aaron Gordon. He's better than any card in. I'm almost tempted to say he's the best card in my team still. But D-Wade is having me very hard. It's between Giannis or D-Wade for the best card in my team, if I'm being honest. It's between those two. Next up, we got Gilbert Arenas. I mean, I guess garbage. His release is kind of AIDS at this point. I wouldn't be using Gilbert Arenas, really. Just wouldn't be using him at this point. It's outdated. That Glenn Robinson is actually a C tier. He's actually good. He has a nice release. He has Zion's thing, but he don't got Zion's release fully. Zion's release is just... There's something about Zion's release that gives him space every single time, no matter what. It's literally broken. I don't know how he does it. Or you can just step, you can just roll. You know, it's like Zion's release. It's just fake. But he's a C tier. Next up, we got Grant Hill. I'm tempted to rank him garbage. I don't like Grant Hill. I'm rank him garbage. I don't like Grant Hill's shot. His shot's too slow. Actually, the next gen I would be like maybe a C, but current racing is mainly off current gen, so I would say garbage. I would not use Grant Hill in my team. He's not really that good at anything. He's a C garbage tier. Next up, we got Akeem Olajuwon. You're garbage, but man, I just think I give everyone garbage. Man, garbage. Okay. Crawford, I would rank as a... I'll give him D tier, garbage tier. I mean, there's nothing... I really don't... Wait, where does Jamal Crawford go? D tier. He's D tier at this point. I would not use Jamal Crawford. He just has handles, I guess, but... I mean, he has a nice money shot. Maybe he's... I'll keep him at... I'll keep him at garbage. Jamal Murray, that card isn't actually bad, okay? Rank him a C tier. That Jamal Murray, he actually gets badges on him. He's actually a quite decent card. I mean, shot really could be better, but it's not a horrible card. He's 6'4". I can't put him D tier. He's 6'4". 6'4's cheese. So I will put you D tier. James Harden, I'm basing mainly on current gen. I'm ranking D tier. I didn't really find James Harden particularly that good. It actually wasn't that bad, but like I said, his polls are mainly based on current gen. I don't really like Harden. I did not like him much, so D tier for him. But he's not terrible, but he's not usable. James Worthy, I mean, I'll put him in D tier. I'll put him in D tier. James Worthy, I mean, he's still got a nice shot, clamps. I mean, he got badges on him. He's not terrible. I guess he's still terrible, but he's not as bad as those other cards. Okay. Next up, we got Jay Rich. I will rate Jay Rich as a B tier. If you give him gold clamps, he has a nice butter shot. I actually love using that Jay Rich. I found that Jay Rich actually is a decent card. Like, if I was ranking it, I probably put him a low tier B tier, but not C. But that Jay Rich is actually a nice card. For 30k MT, you can't go no wrong with Jay Rich. Jay Rich is worth it. Go get yourself a Jay Rich. Jay Will, I mean, he's a midget. Sorry, Jay Will. You can't dunk. Stockton's way better than you. Garbage. Okay, next on the freaking list. Next on the list, we got, oh, let me fix it. Let me fix it real quick. Okay, Jalen Brown. If I'm ranking Jalen Brown, I would rank him as a high B. I move him up here because he's a high B. I love that Jalen Brown. Good, quick first step. I never particularly gave him range, but if you did, he's actually a quite decent card. I like that Jalen Brown. He dunks more than Kobe, and he literally dunks more. He's one of the most elite dunkers in the game. Shoots well, defends good. I would definitely use Jalen Brown. Tatum, I particularly, if I was rating Tatum, I'm ranking him C tier. Tatum's his shot, they messed up that shot though. I really wish he had an old shot. If Tatum back then would have been an A tier. It's just sad they ruined him, and they better make him a god on his opal somehow, because he is not worth at his current state currently. He is not worth all the MT you have to buy from. He just ain't worth it. Next up, we got Jerel Embiid. I would rank him an A tier. Actually, I'm tempted to go B tier because actually, I'm about to go. Yeah, I'm going B tier. Jerel Embiid is a nice card, but no pogo stick. So when he misses a shot or get blocked, he doesn't get the rebounds, which is annoying as heck. If he had pogo stick, I would give him an A tier. He has silver range extender, but a little slower. I would say B tier for Embiid. Okay, very, very B tier. Next up, we got Jermaine O'Neal. I would rate him as a garbage. I mean, yay. Yay. Okay, next up, we got John Havlicek. I rank him in... Actually, that card kind of sucks at this point. I don't see no one rocking. I don't know if he does. Does he have clamps? If he has clamps, I rank him D tier, but I don't know. So he's just going to go in the garbage tier for now. Because I know his shot is a money. He has a butter shot, though. I know he has that, but other than that, like, what else? What are you going to do with John Havlicek? So I want to say he's a detail, okay, but we're going to go with that. John Wall, we're going to go with John Wall being C tier. He's an amazing dunker, amazing at that. He can do it so easily. But he's no longer on D-Rose level. D-Rose can shoot the ball way better. John Wall can't. So that's where I would rank John Wall at personally. And he's definitely not on Cory level. So, Cory. Definitely Cory. Okay, I'm distracted. Josh Smith, I would rank D tier. I mean, he's a nice shooter and all that, but I mean, Josh Smith doesn't really do much on anyone's team anymore. He's kind of outdated, long gone. Ain't it no more, okay? Ain't it no more. Next up, we got... Oh my freaking god, I messed up. Next up, we got J.R. Smith. That J.R. Smith is actually a quite decent card with Hall of Fame range. I used him before. I would rank J.R. Smith in the A tier list. He's still a great shooting guard. Not on the same level as Reddish or Wade. He is not on that level, but Dominique Wilkins, he's still better than all of them. He's still a nice lock-in, but I wouldn't personally lock it in. Just buy yourself a Reddish for free. Like, makes sense. Why spend that much MT on the card? If it wasn't for him being so much MT, then everybody would have him, because he's actually a nice card. I like him. But right now, he's average. Dr. J, a very D tier. He's not that good anymore. I mean, he has a nice shot and all that, but Eddie Jones beats Dr. J by a mile nowadays. It's just Dr. J. I'm sorry, if you lock that in, F. Well, literally F. That card has the release, but needs a ton of badges, and then he's not even that good when he gets a ton of badges. Juwan Howard, I'm sorry, this card is horrible. Garbage. Karl Malone, I mean, can't even shoot a free water? Garbage. Okay, next up, we got Kevin Durant. I'm gonna put KD... I'll put him in the A tier list. Kevin Durant is really, I might change it, but KD is amazing. I love that KD because I'm basing it off current gen. I still love Kevin Durant, but as time goes by, he's not on the level of Wade, Giannis, Reddish, and Blake. He's not, but he's still an amazing, almost borderline S player. I want to keep the S to a minimum, and I like Kevin Durant a lot. Actually, KD's better than Aaron Gordon, but still, he would be a high A++. Okay, new rating. KG, I mean, I've been said this multiple times. He's an egghead. He is garbage. Garbage. Chris Middleton, lock-in set. I mean, I guess he's a nice catch-and-shoot shooter, so he's not terrible. So let's say D tier. He's not unusable. Kobe, doesn't mean a lot of people are gonna be mad at me for this one. Gonna be mad on this one, but I'm ranking Kobe's, and I'm basing this on the current gen. Next gen might be a lot different. I'm ranking him at C tier.
You stupid.
I did not like Kobe Bryant really at all. And I don't think he's as bad as Worthy and Harden, but he's really not that good on current. I would not waste your MT on Kobe. Kobe's just an overpriced card. I mean, it's just, if it was another name on that card, he would be gone for nothing, because he sucks in the game. Kobe's not that good. I would not recommend him. But next gen I would, but since this main list is mainly on current gen, he sucks on current gen. Sorry to break that to you Kobe fans. Don't be mad at me in the chat. Same way y'all are mad when I rate Jordan at. Okay, Larry Nance, or comment section. Larry Nance's card is an okay card, but he's very well a C tier. Like, he's still a great dunker. Great, he's great at that, but if I had to rank it otherwise, I like his shot okay, but he's not an elite player, but he's also not a bad free player, if that makes sense. Next up, we got LeBron. If I'm ranking where LeBron is, this LeBron is good, but on current gen, I don't like LeBron that much on current gen. He's not that particularly good on there. Next gen is where he's actually amazing. So I would rank LeBron at C tier. I don't find LeBron that good on current gen. I don't like his shot. His shot is always inconsistent for me. So I'm not gonna like it for him. Next up, we got Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic. I did not like him. No clamps. He's garbage. He's unusable at this point in the current gen. With no clamps. The way he shoots. Man, I feel bad for this, man. They did my man Luka dirty, bruh. He used to step back for me. Fade away 3-pointers, and now Luka sucks in my team. Who down there at 2K hates Luka, man? Luka was such a freaking legend, bro. F the Luka, bro. Luka was such a king. Where's Luka? Where'd he go? Wait, Luka was such a freaking king. He was such a king, but some kings don't wear capes. Facts. Alright, so we got Manu Ginobili. I would rank garbage. I mean, yeah, it's just like, what are you gonna do with Johnny Ginobili at this point? Who's that? Marcus Camby? Yeah, garbage. Nothing. I don't know what you're doing, Marcus Camby at this point. Marquise Johnson. Well, I mean, he can still dunk for you. I mean, I can see why he's a D tier. He can dunk for you a little bit. Oh, he's all right. Okay, you know, he can do that, but he maybe can't shoot well. But I mean, he's not Grant Hill. I mean, Marquise Johnson better. So let's go, Lucas. Garbage. I mean, enough. Well, he's a good clamper, but that's about it. That's garbage to me because I don't shoot the all free ball. So for me, I will rank him garbage. Don't get mad because I'm not ranking. No, I'm ranking for me. He will be garbage. So garbage card. Michael Finley, he freaking sucked. Nothing more to say about him. And Michael Jordan, I would rank as a B tier. I like that order. That Jordan actually had a nice, good shot. I particularly, I like that. I like that Jordan a whole lot. I like that Jordan. I liked him. He was a good shooter, good defender. I can't wait to drop better Jordan, actually. I actually like Jordan this year, which rare. They haven't made Jordan really good in a while. And I actually like using that card. That card was a fun card to use, and I can't wait till he gets a better card than that. With Deep Freeze one day, maybe. Who's this? Michael Redd? Michael Redd I would rank as a C tier. Michael Redd has a good shot, a money nice shot. I like the way I did not like Michael Redd. What am I talking about? I didn't rank him D tier. I didn't like Michael Redd. I'm trying to remember. I'm thinking of the wrong player. Michael Redd, well, he's a nice cut and shoot shot, but nah, he's a D tier. What am I talking about? Take that back. Monte Ellis is a B tier. I love that Monte Ellis. He's a nice, good point guard. You need a good point guard. Definitely would recommend Monte Ellis. He's a nice point guard. He can dunk it, shoot. He needs clamps, but once you get that handle, I would definitely recommend Monte Ellis. Next on the list, Nikola Jokic. I very rarely play against this card ever, but I used Nikola before, like the way he shoots in the game, and I would rank him as a D tier. D tier, he's not complete garbage, but he also isn't that good in my team. He hasn't been good since 2K18 to be quite honest, so I'll rank him D tier. Moses Malone, garbage. What are you gonna do with Moses Malone? Let's be real honest. What are you gonna do with Moses freaking Malone? Okay, I have to readjust this again. Good dang it. That's like unzoom. Oh. Okay, but freaking dang it. I might unzoom. Oh, freaking god. Freaking goodness. My. Let me add this out. Good god. Okay, fixed it back up, and next up we got Otis Songbird. Well, if I'm ranking Otis Songbird, Otis Songbird, I would rank him as I mean, he's not terrible. I mean, you can still technically use him, so I would say D tier. He's technically still usable, but personally, I would not use him. Personally. Patrick Ewing, you stuck, Patrick Ewing is horrible. Like, come on, okay? You should not be giving us bad Ewings for 68 and no. That's a joke. That's a literal joke. Do not like. This company, this good old company loves giving us bums for rewards. Okay, Paul George, I rate him as an S tier. I love Paul George. I personally think KD and Paul George are on the same. I think Paul George and KD are on the same exact level in terms of that. But if I have Reddish can play shooting guard. Okay, you know, Paul George, you're in A tier. I love Paul George. I love Kendrick. They're both the same. I like them to both. I would have to move KD to S tier if I had Paul George. So I'm gonna keep Paul George in the A tier. If he could play shooting guard, he would be the S tier. Same with KD. But like Reddish, they can't. So he's the only one in S tier for it. Paul Pierce. Next gen, I would have a whole different thing about this Paul Pierce. He's a real little guy. Right, rank him a C on next gen. But just because we're in current gen, garbage. Paige Astayaka. Broken release, garbage. Nothing literally to see here. He's garbage. Good old garbage. Penny Hardaway, next one. I didn't really like Penny Hardaway. I didn't find nothing really good about this card, really. So I would say garbage. There was nothing good about this Penny Hardaway. He sucked at everything. Slow shot, can't shoot the range, can't get clamps. I'm here to break it, but yeah, he was really bad. Really bad. That's Stephen A. Smith. Really bad. It's really bad. Okay, wait. Okay, Radford. This card's a D tier. Radford's not horrible, but he's not particularly good, but he's not terrible. He's not terrible. Ray Allen. I really didn't like this Ray Allen when I used him, so I would say D. I would say D tier. I did not find that Ray Allen really good. Maybe because I didn't have flexible release on him, but even then, Magic Johnson had flexible release for me, and he still bangs shots. So, yeah. I would probably rank him as a D tier. I did not particularly like him, so yeah. Next up, we got Pete Maravich. Pistol Pete. That Pistol Pete be killing me, so I would rank him as a C tier. That Pistol Pete, he's a really nice card. I never used him particularly myself, but if I play someone that knows what they're doing with him, that Pistol Pete is actually amazing. He's actually amazing the way he is. Like, when he gets a good card, I hate playing. He's like that. He's like Devin Booker was in 2K18 versus me. He can always do some dumb stuff that makes no sense. It makes no sense. Makes no sense. Ralph Sampson, garbage. This card sucked on. Baby, got it. Next up, Rudy. Oh no, I do chill. Richard Baldman Jefferson. If I'm rating it, I'm rating it a Baldman Jefferson. I'm ranking him as a D tier. Jefferson's not horrible, but his shot is just too AIDS. Particularly, just didn't like him. Rudy Gay, well, he's on a level of KD, but I rank him as a B tier. I love this Rudy card. He's a nice shot, butter shot, good defender every year. I definitely love him being a B tier. He's not Paul George KD like JR level, but he's still a particularly nice, very nice card. So B tier for Rudy. Next up, we got, who's this? Sam Jones. I never used him, so I'm just ranking garbage because I mean, old man. D tier, we got Rudy Goldberg. If I'm ranking him, I rank him as a C tier. He's a quite good defender, but he's too slow. Not enough speed in his grasp. So yeah, I would rank him as a D tier. Next up, we got we got Bob Love. We got Bob freaking. Alright, did it. Scottie Pippen. That's Scottie Pippen. Now, he's not particularly bad. He's not. I rate him as a C tier. Scottie Pippen's a nice, good catch and shoot shooter for you, and he's a good defender, so he's actually a usable card. I played against him. He's actually quite a good card, so I would rank him as a C tier. Next up, Shaquille O'Neal. I would rank him as an A tier. I personally like that Shaq. You give him a quick first step on current gen and make him speed burst. I don't know how he is on next gen, but use him on speed. Oh, it's cheese. It is cheese. Shaq's a big body in the paint too, so he can kill people like Embry and the short midgets. But short midget players. But yeah, Embry's nice. Shaq is nice. Next up, we got Stephanie Cory on a lower end of the list. I would rank him as an A tier. I like Cory, but he's not better than Dwayne Wade at any remote. He's not even close to Dwayne Wade. If I rank, he's a high A, but I don't really like him. If I'm based on next year, I would say he's a S tier. But right now, if I was ranking him right here, current gen A tier. He's not D Wade. He's not D Wade level. He just ain't. T-Mac has no clamps. I didn't find his good D tier. T-Mac wasn't really that good, really. I would not recommend Tracy McGrady on your team. He really just ain't. When he gets a better card, he'll be really good. But for now, that's just the way he is. Next up, we got not Chris Malone. Who's this? Tariq Evans? Oh yeah, Tariq Evans, I would rank as a garbage. He's not really usable. Vince Carter, I would rank Vince. I actually like this Vince Carter. I would rank him as an A tier. I like Vince Carter. That shot is cash. I rank him on the lower side of an A. I still think he's better than Jalen Brown and all the shots. Michael Jordan and Dominique. He's a nice shooting guard. He's overpriced to attack sometimes, but that Vince Carter is quite good. I wish he had an old player mount, but that Vince actually credit last year. Vince is a really good card. I like him way more than Kobe Bryant and LeBron. I like them way more. Walter Davis, I will rank as a B tier. That card is actually quite good, like J. Rich. Quite decent card that can shoot really good. Has a nice dunk, catch and shoot shot. Really, really good card. Next up, we got Zion Embre. I rank him as an A tier. I feel like Blake Griffin's a little bit better than Embre because he's taller. But Embre is a really, really, really good card. Just so many people run at center, and Shaq can just murder the heck out of Embre. He's just too short, in my opinion. I think too much hype for Embre. That's what I personally think. He's just too hyped up a little bit. Okay. Okay, boom. So next up, we got Zion Williamson. And I would rank him, I almost want to say S tier. I used him for a short period of time. And I love this card. I literally love this card. This card is amazing. He's an amazing card on current gen. An amazing card, but I'm ranking Zion as an S tier. I think Zion's amazing and on current. He's unstoppable. The way he is, next gen will be way different. But in the current gen, I'm basing all of this. I would rank Zion as an S tier card. And next up, we got Zach LaVine, the final card. I'll go to 2K21 Central, rank us some players that weren't there, because a few players are missing that I see. But I will pop up on the screen. But next up, we got Zach LaVine. And I would rank him as an A tier. Zach LaVine, the final freaking card. So this is the list. If you want to see it, this is the list of all the cards. Boom. Zion, Giannis, Korolinko, Shaq, Vince Carter, Embiid, Kobe, garbage tier list. Those two players were duplicates. So that is my tier list, and now we'll get into like the few cards that weren't in it. We'll get into it right now. Next up, we got Magic Johnson. If I was rating Magic Johnson in my ratings, I would rank him as an S tier. Sadly, the person who made this tier list didn't put him in it. He would easily be an S tier. Like, he's cheesy, he can release it good. His pick was actually really cheese too, and his range extension is also really good. I love this Magic Johnson card. I really like this card. This card's amazing. You have to badge him out though, give him clamps, give him range, and he becomes a cheesy specimen. Ooh. You don't want to mess. You don't want to mess with the Magic Johnson. He's some cheese. Some cheese. Next up, we got Chris Webber. Okay, I would rank this as an A tier list. Okay, like Chris Webber, he has a really, really, really fast shot. You know, the locking, he's not worth it, but he has 76 perimeter, 90. It's just he was so good when I used him on this account. I just couldn't get that release fully down. But I don't mean he's bad, just not just stuck to releasing it. And he's C-Web. He's not worth it, but he is a great power forward for the time being. Sadly, there'll be better cards, but for now, he's an A tier list right now. Last but not, we'll do Baron Davis next. I would rank him A tier. I love that Baron Davis, and they just updated him with Showtime Dunk, so now he can be dunking way more. I never use him much, so it could potentially be S tier eventually, but I like this Baron Davis. This Baron Davis, really good card. Would definitely suggest you better get him. I mean, he's easy to get. Cory slide, can shoot from deep with lowest release, so definitely suggest Baron Davis and A tier for Baron Davis. And last but not least, Larry Bird. I would rank him as an A tier. Really, really amazing card. Good catch and shoot. He's not KD's level in my opinion, but if we're ranking, it's 39 years old, Bird. Dang, you're old. But still, he's not as good as KD, Paul George, but he's on the lower end of the A, high B at minimum, and he's still a good card. I like that Larry Bird. I need to get more consistent with his shot, but if I had to rank him, that's where I would rank him at, as an A tier. And I think that's it. I think that is the list of cards, because these cards I never use them really. Aren't really top cards. I think that's it. I think that's everybody. I think that was everybody. So yeah, thanks for watching this video. And peace. Ain't my fault Kobe just ain't good on current gym, bro. See y'all in the next video.